I'd like to welcome everyone to today's Isagenix presentation. The emphasis today and every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at this time of day, it's 9:30 p.m. in the UK. The emphasis on this call will be for the pre-launch in the UK through the end of April when that's going to take place. But I've invited quite a few of you from the United States and different places around the world because the presentation is generally the same, but it will be specifically targeted to our pre-launch in the UK. This slide here is the three founders. We'll talk a little bit more about them in a minute, but basically they're welcoming Isagenix to the UK. So I want to start out our presentation by asking you a few questions. And you're going to learn to be successful in this business, you've got to get good at asking questions. Find out what a person's pain is and then offering them a potential match to a solution to match their pain point. So I like to start out by asking people, what does your dream life look like? What does a dream day look like? If you could put together the perfect day, where would you be? What would you be doing? And most importantly, who would you be with? Now, if that dream day that you just thought of in your mind is not your typical day, I ask you why. I believe we may have a solution to help you achieve dream days more often than not. What's your exit strategy? I was in corporate America for much of my career. You need an exit strategy. We were just at a very fine Chinese restaurant in London, and the lady was an awesome owner of the restaurant, well-educated, well-traveled. She's been in 40 countries around the world, and basically, even in her stage of life with a very successful restaurant, she was looking for her exit strategy. What's yours? And then the last question I like to ask people is, are you in the best health you would like to be? Well, Isagenix, and our slogan is trademarked, is solutions to transform lives. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit during our presentation today. We're currently in these 12 countries around the world, and we are launching in the UK May 15th of this year, 2017. Solutions to transform life starts with our formulator and our product, the John Anderson story, the master formulator of our product. We have multiple solutions. The first of which I want to mention to you is the weight loss solution. Now, we are not a weight loss company. We're kind of known as a weight loss company because so many people lose so much weight using our products. But we are a nutrition and health company, and by getting good nutrition and health, what naturally is a byproduct of that with our products is you will lose weight in most cases. So weight loss is a big part of our program. Another one is energy. In fact, I'm enjoying a nice cup of Isagenix coffee right here. Not lots of energy here, but it's low acidic. Nice, pardon me. Be a product of the product, we always say. So energy is very, very important. We've got several energy products. The one I'm really learning most about recently is the performance products. We have an incredible line of performance products. Now, not all these products you're seeing will be available immediately in the UK. They all go through a regulation process where we introduce them. They go through regulation, they get approved, and we might have to tweak them just a little bit to be approved in your particular country. But the goal is there are 50 products here in the United States. There will be 11 when we officially launch on May 15th in the UK, and the goal will be to have all 50 of those approved in the near future. Now, we are adding 5 new products in the United States this fall, and the goal is to also incorporate those in the UK eventually too. But we will be starting in the UK with 11 great core products. So performance is a good one. So if you know somebody who likes to work out at the gym, ride a bike, compete in any way, our products are really some of the best in the world. We also have healthy aging. As we all start to get a little older, we want to age with our health. We don't want to be old and sit in some nursing home somewhere, drooling and unable to take care of ourselves. We want to enjoy our life until the very end when we go to meet our maker. So we have healthy aging products that help you age gracefully and with strength, lean muscle mass. It's powerful. We also have wealth generation. Here in the United States, and I think it's pretty appropriate all over the world, people have not done a very good job of preparing for wealth, preparing for that retirement age. With this program, Isagenix, there is a wealth generation component. And nobody better to talk about that than our upline leaders, the #1 income earners in the entire company, Herb and Patty Cepeda. In fact, I've got a copy of a brochure that I personally use to share the business with people. Let me see if I can find it for you. Here it is right here. If you look at my little screenshot over there, let me change that, make that the focus for you. There, that should be the spotlight video now. You will see on this pamphlet, Herb and Patty Cepeda right here. They're on the company brochure under the health and, under the wealth generation. So let's see if I can figure out how to make this the main one again. Give me just a second, I'm kind of new at this. So this is Herb and Patty Cepeda. I had the privilege of meeting them in person for the first time about 8 or 9 days ago at Express University. Several of you on this Zoom call had that privilege. They will be on our call Saturday, 9:30 p.m. UK time. That's 4:30 p.m. East Coast time in the United States, 1:30 p.m. West Coast time in the United States. So I want to encourage all of you to be on that call this Saturday. Bring your team with you. Bring your prospects with you. Herb, maybe Patty, but for sure Herb Cepeda is committed to be on that Zoom call with us this Saturday. I am very, very excited about that. The next slide is the 11 core products that we're going to start with in the UK. These are our core products, and they're going to help you get off to a great start as we get the others approved. These products will be available. The company has spent over $1 million just shipping the products, just in shipping the products to the UK in anticipation of the launch, and we continue to ramp up inventory to prepare for what's going to be one incredible launch, May 15th, 2017. Right now, we're in a pre-launch phase. Now, one of the things I want to mention to you is John Anderson, our master formulator. This gentleman is the one who came to Jim and Kathy Coover and wanted to start this company with a no-compromise attitude. In fact, let me give you a quote here that he made. Isagenix builds its reputation on exceeding all standards commonly used in the nutraceutical industry, and this vision of creating a no-compromise company places Isagenix in a category of its own, and that's directly from John W. Anderson, one of the Isagenix founders. Quality assurance, I'm sorry for the look of this particular slide, but this is actually a screenshot at a recent presentation I was at in England, where I actually took a picture of the screen. I want to share this with you because it's important, because we are serious about quality assurance here at Isagenix. Research and selection of raw materials, fresh ingredients, extensive audits for quality control, making sure what it says on the label is what's actually in the container. Each raw material is evaluated. Raw materials are tested in quarantine, analytical and sensory testing prior to production, and Isagenix oversees finished product validation. We are a company that stands behind our product, and we are a company that is based on our product. Now, as far as the product goes, that's about all I'm going to cover now, but for a full product presentation, I want you to take a screenshot if you're watching this on a laptop, or if you can do a screenshot on your phone. Take a screenshot of this page right here, and then later go to teamofhope.com, go to blog archives, and click on the April 4th Dr. Paul Biakit, boy, I butchered that name worse than I do yours, David, Isagenix product presentation. This presentation is the best I've seen on the products, and he specifically is talking about the products that will be in the pre-launch in the UK. He tells you why Isagenix is different than all the rest, and for that case, better than all the rest. He tells you why he, as a trainer of professional, high-level athletes, uses the Isagenix products as his core nutrition product that he recommends. Outstanding presentation. I highly recommend you watch it as soon as possible. Here's another screenshot I did. This was in Birmingham, England, last Friday evening. The company was founded in 2002. We have a 15-year financial stability track record, over 5 billion cumulative sales. Last year, 920-something million in sales, just under $1 billion. This year, we will far exceed $1 billion, and they project within 36 months to be doing $2 billion a year in sales. World-class products, ranked 22nd globally by the Direct Selling News as far as size of companies in direct sales industry. And let me put that in perspective for you. We, as a 15-year-old company, are competing with companies that have been in business 40, 45 years. The top 20 companies on that list all average 45 years in business. Here we are, the new kid on the block, now the gold standard in the industry, 15 years, ranking 22nd, and our goal is to be the #1 health and nutrition direct sale company in the world, and I believe with all my heart we will achieve that. Now, winner of 36 American Business Awards, global charitable contributions, including 4.48 million pounds raised for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So we mixed up dollars and pounds a little bit on that slide, but you get the idea. We are big. Meet the founders. I mentioned them in the very beginning, but these are the founders of the company. We've got Jim and Kathy Coover, and then we also have their son, Eric Coover. Eric Coover is going to be in England and the UK in a couple weeks. He's going to be in London on April 22nd. I'm going to be there. I hope you will be too. He's going to be there, and he's going to be there with some of the ISA millionaires and some of the future ISA millionaires that are actually on this presentation right now. I want to tell you, this young man has a vision for where Isagenix is going in the future. He is the heir apparent to lead the company when his parents retire someday. But he has Michael Weeder has personally met him and is thoroughly impressed with him. He's got over 30,000 people following him in what's called the Millennial. It's called the START program, S-T-A-R-T, like you start a business, you start a race. Well, START is young people starting their career in direct sales network marketing, and they're starting with Isagenix. Over 30,000 people in that group. So let me tell you this. When he's doing the tour of the UK, you want to invite every single millennial you know. Millennial defined by people between the ages of 18 and 35. Now, always invite everybody. The #1 incomer over the course of the whole company's history is a guy by the name of Jimmy Smith. He started the business when he was 74 years old. 74 years old he started, and he's made millions and millions of dollars. He currently makes a couple million a year. He's now 89 years old. The company's 15 years old. He's been with us the entire time. Over the length of the whole company, he's the #1 incomer. Now, our upline, Herb Cepeda, is the #1 incomer per year now, where Jimmy Smith has fallen back to #3. Oh, my goodness, he only makes $2 million a year. Think about that for a retirement plan, ladies and gentlemen. He started the business when he was 74 years old. I'm talking about Jimmy Smith now. He's 89 now. He's made multiple millions of dollars, and his current residual income, I've heard, is $2 million a year. I tell you all that because that's on the one end of the scale. You don't want to miss the Jimmy Smiths that are out there, but you also want to target the Eric Coovers that are out there, the young people. They have really got this, and they're going fast. They understand social media, so they eat it. They love it. They share it. Well, me and you, we share it 1-2 people at a time. They share it with the masses through social media, done right. All right, I want to encourage you. I'm coming back to England. I'm going to be there on the 22nd for his presentation. You want to be there too, and you want to get people there. Now, I want to also tell you about learning how to earn money for sharing Isagenix products. Get your products paid for. Sharing Isagenix is fun and rewarding. You're going to hear so many great stories about people who have phenomenal product results. You're going to want to share it. But you share, and then as you share and people join your team, they share, and then you just simply repeat that process. Another way to word our marketing system is you eat it, you love it, and you share it. Repeat. That's as simple as it gets. We have a proven system. You just need to get plugged in and follow it, and you too can be successful. Here's a picture of Travis Garza. He was one of the speakers at our event, the pre-launch tour. They call it the Roadshow that was just completed last week. Over 2,000 people around the UK had the opportunity to see Travis and the other leaders. This was a slide that he presented at all 6 of those cities, and it talks about the you share, they share, repeat. He talks about the product introduction bonus. So when you introduce a new associate or a preferred customer and they buy product, they buy a solution, you actually earn income. It's called the product introduction bonus. It's amazing. So much to share with you in so little time. I just wanted to get a little taste of how big this is. We also have rank advancement bonuses. Now, these rank advancement bonuses will not be in effect immediately in the UK, but they will be later. They'll be what's called a reset. So they'll reset the clock on your date. So it won't be 60 days from when you got started, May 15th. No, it will be 60 days from the day they set the reset. So this will be coming in details for you. Don't worry about it, but I just want you to know there are some major bonuses in addition to the other ways of making money. The European Corporate Management Many of our people in London had a chance to meet these people. This is Peter Kropp on the left and Kevin Denham on the right. They're part of the Europe leadership team in corporate. So we're going in the UK, but we're really going into Europe. We're just starting in the UK. Then it's going to be Germany, then the Netherlands. Then we're going to hop over and launch Korea, and then we'll come back and continue to open up more countries in Europe. So you're on the ground floor of something so big here, and the pre-launch is phenomenal. This is Jerry Burdak. She is the corporate VP of marketing, and she was over in the UK for the 6-city tour also, and she was sharing with all 2,000 people, including myself, how the marketing is done for us. The videos, the marketing materials, they're all done for us. If you're on the UK team, contact the corporate office there in the UK and find out what marketing materials are available now for the pre-launch. But there'll be all kinds of great marketing material for you available May 15th when we officially launch, where you're able to actually purchase and buy the product. Also, as far as marketing goes, we are introducing a marketing system that I've been using with great success. I'm going to make it available to everyone. Stay tuned. I'll be giving you more information about that, but it's a phenomenal marketing system to help you promote your business, capture leads. It's got an autoresponder. It's a phenomenal system, and I've been using it very effectively. Now, I mentioned earlier we're part of Herb and Patty Cepeda's team. This is probably the most important part of the presentation. You do not have to reinvent the wheel here. Go to besetfreelife.com. You see it on your screen, besetfreelife.com. Register on this site once you are an affiliate, because you will need your ID number or your username in order to properly register as a new member. And then once you're a member, you'll have access to all the tools that they have available for you. Everything from archived videos and trainings, testimonials. Plus, they do a daily call every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That daily call will set you up for success and help you create the right mindset to become potentially one of the future ISA millionaires here with Isagenix. Now, anytime you do a presentation, it's important that you use these disclaimers. So I want to do that right now to keep this completely compliant, because this is the goose that lays golden eggs. We don't want to mess it up by doing something wrong. So always be compliant. First of all, earnings disclaimer. Earnings levels for Isagenix independent associates that appear in this publication are examples and should not be construed as typical or average. Income level achievements are dependent upon individual associates' business skills, personal ambition, time commitment, activity, and demographic factors. For average earnings, see the Isagenix Independent Associate Earnings Statement found at isagenixearnings.com. Also, as I was referring to Isagenix millionaires, they're defined as Isagenix associates who have cumulatively earned $1 million or more with Isagenix. Then you've got your DSHEA disclaimer. The statements appearing on this website and the presentation have not been evaluated by the Food or Drug Administration. Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. We're just food, ladies and gentlemen. Good, nutritious food. And when you fuel the body with the right stuff, the body is a miracle. Weight loss disclaimer. Weight loss should not be considered typical. In a study performed in 2012 by University of Illinois and Chicago researchers, subjects lost an average of 9 pounds, with an average of 2 pounds of that loss being visceral fat after 30 days on an Isagenix system. The subject also had a greater level of adherence and had more consistent weight loss from week to week compared to subjects on traditional diet. Now, from my own personal experience, let's go back to, no, we're not going to show my screen. Anyway, I was going to show you a picture of myself. I've released 22 pounds in a very short period of time. I'm very, very excited about that. Very, very happy to tell you that it has transformed my physical life. Now, I am entering into the ISA Body Challenge, where I'm going to go from having released the weight to now I'm going to add the lean muscle and get myself back in the shape I was in my college football days. So I've got a few other people on the line. I want to ask them to please give their short testimony. I saw Becky earlier. Becky, are you still out here? We may have lost Becky. That's okay. Let's go to David Ratliff. David, if you'd unmute yourself and share your experience. We've got people listening to this recording in the UK that have not had the opportunity to use the products yet. We need to help them understand from our emotional experience how this has worked and does work. So would you please share your own personal story, David?
Yes, Jack, glad to. I started on the products March 1. By the end of March, I had released 16 pounds. I'm happy to say after 36 days, I've released 17.6. I'm happy.
Very good. I appreciate that story. Let's go to John Arding. John, if you could unmute yourself and share your product saving, your release story, I'd appreciate that. John Arning. John, I'm not able to hear you right now, so we may have lost connection with you. Let's go to Donna. Donna, if you can unmute yourself. I think that's Donna down in Springfield.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Donna, I haven't heard your story recently, but I'm looking forward to an update. Please go ahead and share that with us.
Well, in the past week, I've lost 7 pounds.
So in the last, how long?
Just a week.
In the past 7 days, you've released 7 pounds?
Yes.
Hey, Joseph in the UK, don't that sound good, buddy? Hey, now I do want to tell everybody, so while I got you on here and we're recording, I just learned this last week on the tour. For compliance sake, we can tell people the amount of pounds we've released, or we can tell them the amount of time that we've released it. But they don't want us doing both in the same sentence because that's like a claim. And so they want to avoid that. So you can tell people how much you've released. You can tell them how long, but not in the same sentence. Now, what you can do is show a before and after picture. And that's a great way to do this properly. So we want to make sure we're 100% compliant. And so I want to teach you as you're sharing your story to do it properly. I now want to go over to the Philippines. And Willie Davis, Isagenix is not officially in the Philippines yet, but you as a U.S. citizen have been able to start your business. You've got some things going on in Hong Kong, Malaysia, the United States, Canada, the UK. And I know your wife and daughter are having some great results. Can you share those results with us?
Sure. My wife and daughter was able to get the products. Juana brought the products back when she went to the U.S. And so Juana Taylor, she's also using the product. And my daughter, she lost like 14 pounds and 14, 16 inches. My wife's running around every day. She's saying that her shorts are falling off because she lost all the belly fat that she was having there. So we're getting some good results there. We got a few people going in Hong Kong right now also. So we're just moving forward, and the main thing right now is just getting the product sourced over here. So we're just using it personal use right now, and that's the report from here in the Philippines.
Yeah, no excuses. Here's a guy, Isagenix is not even in his country yet, and yet he's still building the organization because he happens to be a U.S. citizen, and he's building the countries where we are doing business. If you guys can look at my video screen there, you see that wedding ring? That's a new wedding ring. I was out there playing football with my grandkids the other day, and after releasing 22 pounds, it's amazing how your fingers get thinner, and my wedding ring flew off. Now, I did hear it hit the driveway, so I found it, but I didn't want to have that happen again, so I got a new wedding ring. Also, new jacket, new shirt, new pants. I love the product. It absolutely works. It's an emotional experience. You're not going to be without the product. Once you experience the energy and feeling better and looking better, you're going to want to use this product ongoing. Now, you don't have to use as much to maintain as you do in the beginning, but it's a lifelong journey here. Good nutrition. I want to go one more person for Rod Doctor, North Dakota. Rod, I know you and your wife, Claudia, are having some great experience with the product. Could you please share your story, and then I'll wrap up our call?
Absolutely, Chuck. I started on the product on the 1st of March. I weighed in at 218 on that day. Then in 3 days later, I weighed in, I was 10 pounds lighter. At the end of the month, the 31st, I was down 14 pounds and a total of 8 inches down. Now, my wife started the same program on the 1st. Won't tell you what she started at, but at the end of the month, she was down 11 pounds and 21 3/4 inches.
Come on, that's exciting. So is she pretty excited about the product?
Oh, fantastic. Chuck, I weighed in this morning, and I'm now down 16 pounds.
Oh.
And over the weekend here, I lost a couple more pounds. So it's incredible.
It really is incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, that completes our scheduled presentation. I'm going to stop the recording, and then I will take any questions you might have and get those answered for you. So